This is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Earning your living executing trades from the comfort of your home seems a lot more cool than most 9-to-5 gigs. Trouble is, if you don't know what you're doing, you can wreck your portfolio. But with our trading instructors, BK, Soto, and Mitchell, you'll learn how to day trade the futures market. Streaming daily, 9 to 11 a.m. Free. This is a free trading education channel. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where everybody is welcome. Get in the chat, ask us questions, learn. And now your instructors. This is BK, Soto, and Mitchell.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday, 9/24. Welcome to Titan Futures Trading Channel. I appreciate you guys being here. Hope everybody's well. We'll be joined here by Soto in just 1 second, but kind of let me get the legal stuff out of the way here. If you'll check out our channel, you'll see the legal disclaimers here. Remember, everything we do here is for educational purposes only, okay? Any trades that we may take here are definitely not a trade recommendation in any way, shape, or form, so don't take it as such, and any trades you decide to take will be on your own decision making, okay? So please just take the time to read the disclaimers and understand, again, everything's for educational purposes. All right, I sure do appreciate that. All right, so let me kind of get that out of the way here. And then also, if you're new to the channel, please check out the description below the video here, and you can kind of learn a little bit about who we are and what we do, and kind of what the thought process is here and what we're trying to accomplish. So take the time to check that out, please. All right, Soto, you there this morning?
I am. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Good to be here.
Good morning. Excellent. Hopefully we have some sound issues fixed this morning. I know you had we had one of our guests check us out like yesterday and told us about the sound issue. Good morning, Paul. Glad to see you're there. Hey, Paul, since you're there, man, can you tell us? Do you hear Soto talk this morning? And is he still echoing? So, Soto,
hey, Paul. Yeah, do you still hear an echo, or do you hear clear or better? Please let us know.
Yeah, let us know there. That'd be good, because I'm trying to get this thing worked out here. But in the meantime, all right, Soto. So I got a chart pulled up here. Why don't you tell me where you said you've already made a trade this morning?
I did.
So tell me where that's
in a
at.
situation here. We're in a very, what I believe to be a very strong support resistance area here. In this trade, I would admit it's going back to probability or risk tolerance. Paul said a little echo.
Okay.
Is it better than yesterday or prior days, or about the same, Paul?
Go ahead and tell me where you drew your zone at.
Okay.
So go ahead and draw it up.
Yeah, so let me start here with finding the sun here. It's 3:30.
So a hidden zone, okay.
Yep, got a hidden zone here. 3:30.
All
right. And obviously it's been triggered, right? You see both times it's been triggered. Coming into the zone, because you got the trigger at the top, trigger at the middle, I went to the very bottom, so for the trade, I took the trade at 02.75.
All right. So let me mark that here for everybody to see. So you went right at the bottom there, which was good, because it looked like it went through the zone a little bit, but you went through it and made some points still. But let me do something here. I'll mark this up. All right, so you went in right here at the bottom. It's 2.75. All right.
Yeah, 2.75.
Yeah. Okay. So right there at the bottom of the zone, which is a lot of support in that area.
And I was also considering, kind of in the background, I was looking at and keeping in mind with the, sorry, I have to find the time here. The 250 candle, those two dojis.
Yeah.
So kind of looking into that, I saw a lot of good, what I believe to be good support.
Mm-hmm.
And so, my candle for trade was it's really the better, but 330. But I expected it, understanding it made me go down to the 02.5 because of those two dojis. Plus, if you look back, there's a lot of support there. So, understanding here's a hidden zone that has been triggered, right? So I know it's a higher probability risk trade, or less probability of successful trade and higher risk trade. But understanding that, I went in and took trade in at 02.75.
All right, nice. And what did what was the result of that?
Yep, I got my. So I'm trading now 6 contracts, and I locked in 4 contracts at one point at 3.75, and then the other 2 contracts, I got another 2 ticks out of it at 4.25.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm sorry. You're gonna. I was in the middle of doing something else. You're gonna tell me real quick again. You got in at 3.
Yeah.
Where'd you take your first 2 off of at 375?
I'm trading 6 contracts.
Well, okay. So your first 4 came off at 375.
Yeah, 3.75. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. All right. Nice.
And then the other 2 came out at 4.25.
All right, and you had another piece come off at 4.25. All right, good job. Yeah, nice. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good trade for you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Very good. Paul said point made at 1855 candle. Maybe I think he means 855 candle.
Well, it's at 2.75, which is your entry, so same entry as you. So where did he get that in at? 1855.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gone back all the way back here with you. Yeah, still. Yeah, good spot, Paul. Yeah, it's good location as well. Not a bad location there. Back at 8.15.5. That's good. Nice job. So Paul got his point this morning. That was good.
Good job, Paul.
Yeah, so you guys are in some points right now, which is great. And yeah, you guys made some money this morning thus far. I've not done anything yet, but just getting going a little late this morning. But nice job, yeah. So you just kind of identify this. I'm just kind of drawing this stuff out, so maybe to be a little more.
Yeah, that's good.
A little more explanatory when somebody comes in, maybe to kind of explain what just happened there, what we're looking at.
Okay.
Then entry. Entry here. Hold on, there's one more. All right, good job.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. All right, nice job. All right, so that was Soto's first move of the day. He's up, which is great. You're up to 6 contracts now, huh?
Yeah, I bypassed 5 contracts yesterday because it went from 4 to 6. I got $1,200 yesterday profit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never saw the number 5.
There's nothing wrong with skipping, is there?
I'm sorry?
Nothing wrong with skipping contracts, is there?
No. I don't think there's ever a bad situation to skip anything. You skip a grade in school, that's good, right? You jump a grade. Pretty good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good deal. That's all right. That's awesome.
I guess it's bad if you skip your own wedding. Yeah, they show up. I didn't want to wake up early that day.
Yeah, that might not be good. That's not a good start there.
That's not a good start. Bad start. Speaking of bad starts, I spoke to Mitchell.
Did you?
I spoke to Mitch.
Mitch.
And Mitchell's doing well. He arrived. Mitch said that I was like, hey, is he good? Is he tired? I know it's a long trip. He said he was tired before he left. So, but at least he's there, safe, and he made it okay.
Good, and that's great to hear that. Yeah.
And at least he didn't book with the Europe airline group, travel group from Europe that went bankrupt and closed their doors. You heard about that?
No, I didn't hear about that. No.
Yeah. Anyways, but let's a little bit about training real quick. I want to tell you something I did last night. And I was very proud of myself. And I know you're thinking, man, I keep surprising you how great I am. But I keep surprising myself, really. I'll be honest with you.
Well, there you go.
So yesterday I did something that I really haven't done.
Okay.
Is I opened my program up, right? I had everything running. And I said, hey, I'm going to go to the 6-minute mark, 6-minute candles. Yeah. And I'm going to look at the big picture for support and assistance, supply and demand zones. Mm-hmm. I'm going to draw those zones. Then I'm going to go back to my 5-minute marks and find within those zones places where I believe they'll bounce out. And that kind of double confirmation gives me a strong belief that they're going to reject all those areas, right?
Really?
Now, you may think, hey, I've heard that before, and you have. You told me that.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah. I wondered about that. I thought I'd heard that before.
Yeah. So I actually did it. I don't know why I haven't really practiced it yet. I think it was just, that I hadn't trusted or believed in it. It was just, it's like a habit, right? I haven't fallen into the habit of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's so cool. So yesterday, let me just briefly tell you this if it's okay.
Yeah, please tell me.
All right, I drew a supply zone around the around 1320. Let me go. Maybe if I go to the 1 hour chart, I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart real quick.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay. And that's going to be easier to point out the chart. Of course, I'm doing this, and you're like, yeah, you got the wrong one. Let's see, 1300. The 1300 candle from April 22nd. I'm sorry, April 22nd. September 22nd. Which I don't know what's the latest day. Is that yesterday?
You're talking about Monday, okay, the 1300 candle.
Yeah, yesterday. Oh, no, that's...
You're talking about Sunday, or are you talking about, because Sunday you're not going to have a 1300 candle on Sunday.
Well, maybe, no, it's 21st, September 21st.
Friday, okay.
All right, 1300 works for September 21st.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, so I drew that, okay?
Right.
And if you draw that, now I did the thing you do, I did the little, I didn't do my shortcuts. I did just the started from that candle on forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, I wanted to, quick, easy, notify and find that candle scenario. Mm-hmm. And if you look, it's been respected so far 3-4 times. Okay, at the big picture at the 20 candle from September.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, September 23rd.
Or something.
And a couple times more than that, and then even today, at 8 o'clock this morning.
Right.
So again, now it's a big zone, right? It's a pretty wide zone, but within that zone, I found 2 spots, and there's probably more, but at least I found 2 spots. So now let me go to the 5-minute mark. So are you with me? Am I making sense here?
Well, yeah, sure. Just 1 second. I'm clearing up some
Okay.
stuff. I'm gonna draw this out so we can kind of just go through everything you're talking about here.
All right.
All right, so I've got that. So I'll go to the 5 minute now.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go to the 5 minutes now myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, um, okay. Find the. I'm trying to see where I drew those.
You know, but just make sure you understand. You know, if you're using your cursor, you can drop down to where the date and times are at the bottom on your axis, and you can just hold your left click and tighten it. Go zoom in and zoom out one time. You know that, right?
Dude, yeah, I know that.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know because I hear you wheeling your mouse.
Yeah, you're just old school, man. They call me old school for that.
Okay.
I keep crawling. Well, I always think I'm closer than I really am. I'm still like 10 days away. I'm like, oh, no. Okay, so I found a candle. It's at 13:05 from September, I think it's September 21st.
13:05 from September 21st.
Yeah, on the 5 minute candle.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
All right, so I had that now. I guess you can argue that maybe a better one is 12:30, but for me, that's the one I drew, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, so that's not the best one. You're a better one out here.
Why would I think that?
I don't know. You always do something better. So.
Do I really?
Yeah, you're always top of the game.
No, I like the zone actually.
Okay, good. And then I have another one right below that. Oh, I think it's from earlier. Okay, and then kind of scrolling towards us now, towards our current day and time. Where's that at? I have one at the very bottom of that zone, and I think it was made today. Let's see. Yeah. It's the root. Okay. You know what? I don't see it. But anyways, let's just go with that. I don't know. I'm not going far enough. And then I got one from today at 7:20. In that same area, 7:20.
Yeah, I got the 7:20 drawn up yet.
Okay. So now obviously 7:20 is still good, right? From today. But if you go back and look at the history, just kind of appreciate what we did is we went to the 1 hour mark, we drew the wider zone, so we're in this general area. Now the question is where in this area they're going to go to, and then we picked our zone. Now, obviously I wasn't there for the trade at 19:05, whenever that is. But you win one take right outside of our zone. So most likely I would imagine that how do we even trade in that zone? Most likely it would have bounced off before it even broke a tick. But even if it broke a tick, that's a very small zone. So even if you went to the very bottom of that zone, or even a couple ticks in, you would have been okay. So, and then the second time around, they gave him a little better respect. So, again, that's kind of, I think that's good, but I can't confirm if you would have made your point, depending on where you would have ventured, or if you would have had enough bounce when it came into the zone before it, slightly broke it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but again, I think a good confirmation that just applying what you taught me, the new stuff, look at the 60-minute mark, and then pick yourself to the dead. I think I would imagine that's a high probability trade.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's all, we've talked about this, I don't remember this or not, but it's all about confluence, right? And
I remember confluence.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, is just seeing where the bigger boys are, because the big boys aren't trading 5-minute candles, okay? So,
Right.
So they're trading larger time frames, much larger time frames. So the hour here is going to be more of a little bit closer to where they're at as far as how they're making up areas of movement and pockets of money. So you're exactly right to do it that way and see that obviously here on the front side of that hourly time frame here, you get a lot of rejection out of it. So that tells you there's a lot of supply right there, a lot of sell orders. So with the new inside candle, inside zone there being created at 750, I think you would look to be looking very strongly to take a shot there short, right? And if price gets up in there, so we'll kind of watch that and see. But I'd imagine if price wants to get up there, you could probably even front run this a little bit because you got that resistance, the double top resistance at 740 and 745 there this morning. I think you could even put an order entry to go short there, knowing it just bounce right. It'd go up and one tick up into that, and then go short the downside, right?
Yes.
Do you agree to that?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. That would be a good front run in it, for sure. You said 8.25?
Yeah, I would go in at 8.25 because of that double top right there. You see at 740, 745.
Yeah.
Going short into our zone that's already got confluence from an hourly time frame and as well as our 5 minute. I think this is the one you would front run because it's going to bounce right there on the 30, the 50, the half.
Okay. Yeah.
Half. So I'd actually put my order in at a quarter there. If price wants to get up into that, I would look at putting an order in there and looking for it to short. Oh goodness. So.
Are you serious right now?
I know I am, man. I just can't help it. I just don't have a hard time not yawning in the morning.
Dude, I gotta hook you up with some stuff, bro. I got some stuff, man.
You got some stuff? Yeah.
I'm talking about, no, okay, just to be clear. It's like yogurt with caffeine in it. It's pretty good. You like yogurt?
No.
This is pretty good yogurt. I usually don't like yogurt, but somebody gave me this, and I looked at it and I was like, really? You think, do I look like I got this yogurt? But it's actually really good. So, it has like 25 grams of protein. What's going on here?
Hey, that's a lot of protein.
Yeah, I know, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what other stuff I have real quick. I have a 5-minute charts here. I have a 750 candle. Doji.
Yeah, 750. Yeah.
Okay. Then right now we're kind of where we are with the prices. I'm sitting. I have the 640 and 635 candle.
Yeah, so that's going to be respected right now, I think.
Yeah. So it broke. It was respected earlier at 815. They broke through it. They come back slightly, rejected from it, and now they broke through it, and now they're kind of playing games here in between. They may be, well, they just broke through it. They may be going to the other candle that I have, where I got my first point this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, not sure, but they could just be respecting the 910 here, the doji there.
Yeah.
Just kind of watch the volume here. So, right now I'm not trading under this area. It's just a little too congested. It's been abused and used. And, unless I use the 910 candle, but I just don't have enough evidence right now to be able to use that just because it didn't break previous one high yet. I don't have I know you probably said you probably use it.
So what?
I don't know. Will you use that? The 910 candle?
910? Not right now, no.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was looking for a strong push out of that area, so.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it looks like they're going back to my other zone at the 330. 330. So yeah, they went right to that zone there.
Yep.
That. So I'm going to wait. Hopefully we'll get something out of this area. Get out of here and then we'll be able to trade something good here. So I I just can't, since I live on a border flight, I just can't trust the 330 Sony anymore. Just because it's been used now multiple times, it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
So, unless you give me a reason to, I don't see where I can reuse it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna reuse it just because. I'm just not gonna reuse it right now. We know we're gonna get some bounce out of it just because of all the previous price action, but just not gonna. Just don't like it right now. So that's all. As simple as that. I mean, we're still very much sideways all morning here, so gotta play the same game we played yesterday. We got news at 10 o'clock this morning. We're 5 minutes away from the open. So really the only trade I'm looking to take at this point is maybe get back up into this area we discussed earlier. About an 8.5 through 8.5.
Okay.
2008.5. That's kind of the area I'd be looking. I'm gonna wait for price to get back up into there first before I look to take a trade.
Okay. Oh, I got two other stones I want to point out, just in case we head that way. It's at 1650, 1650, and 1640.
1650, 1640.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think either one of those are good. To the short side here. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, I kind of like that one. 1650 a little better. Draw that. Yeah, that's kind of our first line of defense on the downside there, so I like that 1650 down there.
So that's I sent you a picture of my little
Oh, yeah, look at that, cool.
Dude, that guy.
Good looking kid there.
Yeah, man, he's so funny. So yesterday I got to talk to him. And I wear this amazing cap. It's a baseball cap. It's a Boston Red Sox cap.
Oh, you lost me at the Boston Red Sox cap. Okay.
So I wear that all the time, and so I'm wearing it. And he looks at me. He's looking at me. We're FaceTiming. And he looks at the cap, and I'm like, "Hey man, where's your cap?" And dude, the guy like starts looking around like, "Yeah man." He starts asking people, "Hey, where's my cap?" So he's like he has assistants. Like, "Hey, anybody see my cap?" So the guy's like, "Hold on." And he starts running around looking for his cap, and he has like 10 caps. He has like a ammo cap, which I'm not a big fan of, but as a kid, so I guess it's okay. I'm like, why do you have an ammo cap? Oh, you're a kid. Okay, makes sense. Then he has a little Nike hat, some other random hats. But dude, he'll put it on. Then he'll come back and I was like, hey, here's my cap, Magora, in Spanish. So I'm like, yeah, buddy. That's a cool cap. He starts like, he'll take it off, fix his hair, and put it back on. So, anyways, cool little. He's a funny little guy.
It looks like he'd be fun.
Do what?
So it looks like he'd be fun. Yeah, looks like he's a cute little kid there.
Super athlete, by the way. I already got college teams calling me up.
Yeah. Oh man, you're already.
I'm like, guys, listen, he's not ready yet to commit. So.
Yeah, not yet. He's got a few more years.
I never thought I would brag on any kid. but then I'm like, then I met the superstar, right? And I'm like, I gotta brag on this kid.
Absolutely. Doesn't help that he's your blood.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a good guy. He's funny. He's like, he'll say uncle and Teal, like together. Teal's uncle in Spanish. He'll be like, Teal, uncle, so I'm like, all right, buddy. Well, he's funny.
So they're teaching him to speak Spanish at the same time as English, huh?
They are, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. That's the right time to do it.
That is the right time. I just, man, That's challenging for a kid. I don't think. I don't know. Obviously, I did it,
I was
but
gonna say you did it, so that must not have been that
it just
big of a
seems like
challenge.
it's very complicated, Because I think I was not. I think I was 10 years old when I learned to color yellow. So
Oh,
I was
you
slower.
yeah, you kind of late.
Oh, that's what yellow is. Makes sense. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, man, I'm a proud uncle.
Good for you, man.
So
You didn't. I bet you didn't think anybody. Why would somebody be proud of their as an uncle? Yeah, you probably didn't know that.
I don't know.
You didn't think that was real until.
Well, I've never experienced it before. Yeah. Like, man, this kid has potential here, man. I'm glad you turned out okay though, because man, that would have been so awkward. Yeah, man, your kid is. I mean, okay, he's good. I mean, maybe he'll change. You never know, man. He'll get better. So.
Yeah. All right, we're at market open here, so we're just kind of being patient, watching price. Just bouncing around this area down here. We'll just kind of be patient and wait and see. And I'm gonna draw a little profile on here because I was late to do it yesterday, and Alan called me out on it, so which was good for him.
Dude, Alan was like, "Why would you trade there?"
Which I like, though.
Yeah.
That's good. I liked it.
Yeah.
He was kind of keeping us on our toes. I like it.
Well, keeping you, buddy, I didn't make it a bad trade.
Yeah, you did.
I did lose. I did lose
You
yesterday.
did good. That was me. I struggled. I was chasing. That's all right.
All right, so it looks like it may be headed to our zone here. Which one did you say you like best?
I like the 50,
Which is that one?
The first one. I mean,
the higher one?
Yeah,
the higher one?
1650, man.
Okay.
Yeah, 1650. I like that one because it's kind of the first line of defense, and now since I've drawn this, this profile here, I think it's
okay.
Pretty good. So we'll just see if it gets down there, and I would be
Yeah.
looking to go
Why
long.
not? Yep.
I'll be looking to go long back to the VPOC.
It's funny, once you become an uncle, everything changes. I'm really concerned that he's going to be affected by racist comments, by being Hispanic.
Really?
So,
Order pending.
Yeah, you never know, man. I hope he never has to deal with that kind of struggle. So,
Yeah, you always have a different outlook when you have, nieces or nephews or kids. You start thinking about all the stuff that they might have to deal with, and you want to stick up for them and protect them.
absolutely. So, even though I was looking at the picture, he doesn't look too Hispanic yet. So,
I mean, he doesn't. But I don't think you look that Hispanic.
Thanks. You don't look that bad. You're not that Hispanic.
That's not. That didn't sound right.
You don't look too Mexican, so you're all right.
You're Costa Rican anyway, so you're good.
I was making a joke.
But that didn't sound the best after I said it.
No, dude. You're like the least racist person I know, but I only know two people, you and Trump. So,
Ah, you're a funny guy.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, so hopefully he doesn't have to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, is this a front? Do you front run this one at our bottom, or is this not a front run situation?
No, I would front run it strictly because I got an order actually sitting at 3 1/4. So.
Okay.
But I would front run it just because of go back to look at your zone that you called out here. Prior to that, you have a swing high at 15, 25. 15, third, 20, all that's a pretty good. What was resistance at one time. Now it's going to be support. So I would say it has to push through that to get to our zone, and it might just bounce off the zone there because of that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So I'd watch that. And it has to get through some support.
Is that your VPOC on your screen, the yellow?
Yeah, the big, thick yellow. It's up here
Yeah.
at 300 and 304.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So maybe that's a good area to flip the sun if we need to trade out of.
Yeah, I mean it will be. It'll be. That's where I'm looking actually when I was saying if price will get down to this zone that you've called out here that we got an order sitting on, I would look to trade. I'd look to trade it back up into that VPOC, you know,
Absolutely.
and just kind of so I'd try to hold that trade into that VPOC there. So we'll just have to see.
What is the what price is that VPOC on?
How about what's that?
That VPOC, what price is that?
It's at 4 and 3/4, 304 and 3/4.
Okay, right in the middle of that double. So, because I have two zones in that same area.
Yeah.
I think I told you about the oh gosh, the 640 and 635.
Yeah.
So that's a good area.
Yeah,
That's
so
good to
that's
know.
all. Yeah, that's all. If you look at it, you can see why it's a VPOC there because of all that sideways action. So you know you're either going to get a bounce out of that VPOC there, or if price can get down and stretch down to our entry down here below, then we'll take it back into the VPOC. But we'll just kind of have to see what price does here. It might not give us that opportunity. It might have just bounced off the low value area at 325, 302.25. Hey, good morning, Alan. Yeah, glad to see you there. Have you looked into GoToMeeting? I haven't actually looked into that for the live stream. That's the kind of the issue to do the live stream with GoToMeeting. I don't know if we can make that connection there, but I haven't looked into that, but I will definitely check that out. Is it still echoing pretty bad for you on your end? I sort of did some changes on his configuration there, and we thought it might have helped it a little bit, but if it's still really bad, then we're going to have to try something different.
Yeah, I turned like I said, all the speakers off.
I'm
Not sure what else.
Yeah. And you plugged in.
Yeah, and I plugged in the headset there. But I literally disabled both speakers on my monitor computer.
Yeah, he said it's still pretty bad. So,
Mm.
so I'll look into that today. I'll look into GoToMeeting today after we get off of our session here and look into that and see if we can make that connection work. Because it must be just the Skype NDI that we're having to use. That might be the issue with the echoing. Then it might be an NDI issue.
Yeah, because what's his name? I know Mitchell has the same issue I did.
Yeah,
So
so it could just be the NDI, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my order off.
Order
down here at the bottom
canceled.
to kill that. At this point, since price is running away, it's running back into this area. So
okay.
it's actually bouncing off of it's actually price has gone up and bouncing off of the 920 zone. Haven't drawn it yet. I haven't been paying attention, but it's actually respecting that right now. Whether it holds it or not, I don't know. Nope, just pushing through. Well, it's going to the top, but.
Mm-hmm. They may be going to the. They may get a little rejection out of that area, but it may be going to where we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and I would like it to go there. I would like it to go. I would like it to go into our 306.50. Alan said he's long at 9:34 this morning. At 9:34 this morning, Alan's was long. Alan went, I guess, is long. No, well, that's a good ride there, buddy. I hope you're riding that. And what was your entry criteria there for going long at 9:34, Alan? If you don't mind telling us, I'm interested to know. good push up right here.
Double bottom.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm okay with that. 50% fib. All right, good. He's doing fibs. Yeah. All right. Fibonacci retracements. It's very popular, Fibonacci's. So this price is moving pretty good right here. Soto, are you still liking front running?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna go ahead and front run and see if we can get a bounce out of it.
Order pending.
So I'll front run here at 8.25. Looking forward to push through that double top just for a tick and bounce off our zone at 308.5. Is what I'm looking for. Alan, you still in this trade here? You riding this? That's a good trade if you are. Yeah, a really good trade. Volume's low, you know, with that big push. Volume's still kind of low, so we like that. We know it's got to get through this resistance right here to the upside anyway. If it's going to bust through that, it's rejecting out of there pretty nicely. So we just have to see if price makes it to us. Alan's out. All right. Nice trade, man. Good trade, Alan. Did you get in right at the you said you got in at the 50% fib? Where did you draw your fib from? If you don't mind me asking, we'll just kind of draw it up here just so we can kind of talk a little bit about it. Can you tell me the high and low of your fib or the swing highs? Which ones you're using? Or the candle or the swing highs, I guess? And are you trading on a 5-minute chart? Or are you on a larger time frame or smaller time frame? Kind of tell us that as well while we're waiting on a trade on ours. Price is getting a pretty nice push here. We got 10 o'clock news to be aware of, but it's giving us a good push here early on. So, you still liking the trade, Soto?
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at something here. Trying to figure out why this is still acting. Really annoying.
Yeah, it might be the NDI, you know, with Skype, so we might just have to do it out, or take Alan's suggestion there and check out the GoToMeeting. And I'll look into that afterwards to see if that will help. If we can plug that into the problem is getting it with the live stream.
Right. Yeah, I thought about that yesterday because I looked at. I've used GoToMeeting before.
Yeah.
I've GoToMeeting before, but I never obviously used live stream.
Well, yeah, we know those platforms work with no problem as far as bringing people on. I mean, there's quite a few of those that work with no issues. It's just to integrate it into YouTube's live stream is the hard part. You know, that's kind of been the big issue with everybody having complaints about. You know, when Google Hangouts went away, it's made it so much harder to do a speaker presentation in a YouTube live stream. So that's been the issue, is try to get it to integrate with YouTube. But we'll look at it and see if they've got any kind of patches that's been created for that since Google Hangouts has gone away. Well, price is rejecting out of that area pretty strong. You said you had a zone drawn up already at that area? I mean, at the 750 candle, the doji there from earlier. Well, I know you did, so can't hear you, but I know you did. We talked about it. Two double bottoms, approximately 846 and 315. Yeah.
All right.
I got
Sorry.
you. I got you with the double bottoms there. Yeah, absolutely, they're there, 100%. And did you enter in? You said you entered it based on a fib there. Two bottoms, approximately 846 and 315. I agree. I got that. Yeah. Stock price is going to reject out of that 750.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, man. Okay. Sorry, I closed the app, and I couldn't get back to the app. I was trying to talk. I was talking, and you were like, I thought you were talking with me, but I was on mute. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to do multiple things.
No worries.
Did you hear what I said about the trade?
I did not.
Oh, okay. All right. So, did you hear me? Okay. I don't know what the last thing you heard, because again, I thought you were responding to me, so I thought we were talking. So I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. Okay. I got into this trade using the 750 candle.
Yeah.
Okay. You knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that. We called that out earlier. And
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't know I jumped in. Yep. I jumped into that trade. And then, and sorry, I was getting like 4 text messages too. So, I got in, and then I got, let's see, I made my point. So it's kind of weird because the way my 1 point stop, the one tick stop worked, it went up to 1 point, but I didn't get my 1 point yet, but it moved my second stop 1 tick in. So I got my second stop with the 2 contracts taking out 1 tick in profit. And then I made my point. So I didn't get the trail, which there's nothing trailing here anyways, but I got a point and a tick.
Good. Okay.
So 4 contracts and a point, 2 contracts with a tick profit.
All right. Nice.
So yeah, sorry, I thought I was talking to you about it. So I took
Where'd you get in at then? Did you
3? I took 3 ticks of feet. Yeah, I front run it.
You front run it. Oh, so you got in at 7
flat.
even? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I took 3 good ticks of heat. It didn't stay up for too long, but it did hesitate quite a bit in the 6.75 area. It hesitated around there pretty good.
Gotcha.
So I was a little hesitant. I was potentially going to close it. I was asking you that. And you didn't respond. I was like, what the heck? But I was, because, I expected a bounce off. I was just a little too far into the trade. I would have gotten my point sooner or faster had I been a little deeper, which would have given me more room, because I feel like they're going to break through this area here.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to get to our area. It's just a matter if they're going to respect it quick enough. We got to watch it here, but
So I'm sitting there. Are you sitting at a quarter?
Yeah, I'm still sitting at a quarter right now, because unless volume starts to really spike hard here, I'm still sitting at a quarter.
Yeah. It's going to be a increase. Yeah, here it is. We're about 1 tick away here.
Yeah.
Order filled.
I'm in the trade.
Yeah, same here, man. So we'll just kind of watch it and see if it can give us a
quick. That was really quick. Come on, let's get a rejection out of this.
Yeah. It's a good area, man. It's a good zone. It's just a matter of where you get in the right location. It's a good zone.
I need a stronger, faster rejection out of this area with that kind of flash. Those flashes kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If it's gonna flash like that, I need to flash back quick. All right, so see, I did it again. I just locked in the 2 ticks out, so I got 2 ticks in profit.
Yeah, that's because you're trading stops at 4 ticks, then it moves
Right.
instead of 5.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to take out your full point first before it moves your other 2 trailers in, you need to put it at you need to put on your ATM strategy, instead of 4 ticks, you need to make it 5 ticks.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? That way it takes your profit, it takes your first position out at 1 full profit point, and
Right.
then it moves your 2 ticks in.
Right.
So you see, I've got mine at 2 ticks. I mean, at 2 points of profit, so I'm not moving at all until it gets to that point.
Okay, so you're set. Okay. Well, this might be something we do afterwards. Okay, I just got my point.
Yeah.
And I'm not trading because I got taken out.
Right.
So unfortunately, no trail soda.
No trail for Soto.
Everybody have fun, said me.
I hear you. I'm gonna move my profit target up a little bit. I kind of had it sitting at 2 points, so we'll see. I might have been too ambitious on that to get started, so we'll see.
All right, so you're in the trade here. I'm in
the trade. I just had my target was a little bit far away probably for my first trade, but we'll see.
Sure. Okay.
There's a lot of support right in that area, so we got a good rejection out of what we talked about, though. That was nice. So we knew that was going to happen, which was good.
Right.
So it's kind of
yeah. I think that's our first good point together.
I'm going to manually go ahead and move my stop into 1 ticket profit, just because it's bounced off my profit target a couple times.
Yeah.
So I don't want it it's got to push through that profit target to get my points. So it kind of keeps bouncing right there at that location. So I'm just going to go ahead and move all my 2 positions into plus one tick. And if it takes me out, then it takes me out. But I just don't like how it was bouncing against my profit target and not taking it. So I don't know if we're going to have the commitment to push through there. So we're going to at least lock in a tick so we guarantee ourselves not a loss there. So
Right. Absolutely.
All right. So Alice,
Stop filled.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So that's all right. I got 1 tick out of it. Excuse me. So Alan said I should have held, was looking to get out at 88.5 resistance. I guess a win is a win. Absolutely, man. That's a great win, actually. Shoot, if you got in down there you got in at the 50% fib, which I have drawn here, just so everybody knows. If you want to look at my chart, I got his fib drawn up. He got in right here at the 302.5, 302.75 area. And but if you rode it all the way up to, you said you were out at, he was looking to go all the way into our resistance that we had already drawn here, which was good. So he got out. Where'd you get out at, Alan? Because I think you probably still had a good run there, a good trade, I'm assuming. So yeah, that price is just kind of bouncing around there, isn't it? It's not. It's kind of.
Are you're out of your trade?
Oh yeah. I've been out of my trade. It came back and got me at 1 tick. So I got 2 ticks on the trade because I had 2 contracts on there.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kept bouncing at my profit target and wouldn't take it out. So I just don't like when it does that. If it's showing some resistance right there at my profit target, I just tighten it up instead of letting it bounce against me and then come all the way back and take me out. I'm from a stop position, so I just decided to move in to take a profit, and it just, like it normally does, come back and get you at that 1 tick. But so anyway, that was all right. So yeah, so you're 2 for 2 today so far then? Soto?
Oh, you talking to me? Okay, sorry. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, sorry. Let me
You got 2
see
trades,
here.
right? Or you've had 3?
I got 2 trades. I'm about to tell you. Um, hmm. Stop. Let me make the math. I can't remember, bro.
That's
So much stuff goes
I know
on.
you've gotten 2, so
I know I got 2, but I don't know if I took a third one.
I think you did. You took a third. You got 3 trades in this far, I believe.
Okay, 36 divided by
Out at 306 and a quarter, Alan said, "Yeah, that's great trade, man. Good trade, Alan. Good trade, Alan. 3+ points, man. That's great."
4 divided by 6. 4 points divided by 6. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I think I took 3 trades.
You did. You took 3. I know you took 3.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
So
But you
I
were
don't know if
profitable.
did I lose one?
No.
I'm at profit 500.
Yeah. No, you haven't lost any. You took.
Okay.
At least what you were telling me, you basically got a point and a tick into at least all your trades. I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what math is. Yeah, maybe that's what math is throwing me off. Because I'm like, I should have more, but no, because only 4 are making a point, and the other ones have only made a tick. And I think on one of them I made more than I think I made an extra tick or 2.
Yeah, on your
So
first
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, on your very first trade, which I have drawn up on the chart here, where you entered at 2 1/4, 3/4, you took a nice trade there. So
Okay.
that was probably your biggest winner so far. But your other ones were one point, and I think you took just a couple.
Okay, yeah. No, I got 3 because I entered at I did 5 point and a quarter.
Yeah.
And so I got that. This kind of gets messy. There's a lot of stuff on the screen here. So, okay. And I think there's one, yeah. And I'm about to get a point here. I'm going to trade. I went in at 9 flat.
9 even? Yeah, okay.
No.
I was looking at 9 1/4, but I didn't put it on there. But yeah, you go in at flat. That's good.
Yep. I got it. I got my point. Now I'm trailing.
Yep.
Thank goodness they didn't take me out of the tick.
So
What happened there?
you're sitting at 875 right now with 1 tick of profit. Okay.
Correct. 8.75 with that 1 tick already locked in.
Good. Nice job.
Thank you.
We got news
Sorry, I'm
in 2
still
minutes.
trying to figure out.
Just
I'm
remember
still trying
that.
to figure out this. Okay. Do what?
We got news in 2 minutes, so kind of remember.
Oh man. Okay.
That's
What
all
should
right.
I do, dude?
Well, I mean, I don't like news trades personally because they're so whippy, especially if you're in a trade
Right.
and it's still close to your price. Because your stop loss, you can take some slippage on it if it goes against you extremely quick, with price being as close as it is to your entry.
Right.
Now, if it was 5 points away, I wouldn't be concerned about it. But it being within a point still from where your entry's at, it could slip you pretty easy if it gets a really knee-jerk reaction.
Like a flash, yeah.
So if I were you, I mean, I would personally probably just as we get close here, we got 40 seconds, 50 seconds. I would tighten it up as it goes down on you. I'd start locking in. I start locking in ticks right now if I were you.
All right, I am. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I'd start locking in ticks just to because I want to be out of the trade at news. That's just me personally, you know.
Okay.
So I don't like news trades when it's close to your entry price. This way it's going to get some whipsaw action, which we're going to get. So let me look and see how we're sitting here in the news. We got consumer confidence coming out, which is the main one. Expected to be 134.1 is the forecast. So let's check it out and see what it's coming in at.
I'm out. I got out at 6.75.
Good job. Good job. All right, so we got news hitting the
Oh man, look at this! Look at this! I could have stayed. Look at this!
No, don't start talking like that,
Oh
man.
my gosh! Oh my gosh! I need to walk. I need to walk. I need to cut that.
Hey, wow, we're way negative, 125.1, so we're off almost 10 basis points on a consumer confidence. So that's very negative.
Yeah.
So we
I'm kidding, dude. I was joking. I'm glad I locked those points in. See, I got how much did I make there?
Me too. I'm glad you locked them in.
Well, I had 500. Now, that was only 2 contracts I was trading, right? So I locked in. I'm trading 6 contracts. I locked in 4, so I'm only trading 2. And so right now my gross realized profit and loss is 925.
Yeah.
Total commissions is 109.2. So my realized profit and loss is 815. So not bad. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this son of a gun. I knew it.
Did you know it? If you knew it,
I knew it was going to be bad news, bro. I knew it.
You knew it. You better start having some confidence then if you know it.
I know. Dude, I'm kidding. No, I'm glad I locked those. I'm trying to figure out how many points he gets.
Yeah, you need to lock them.
1. I think I got 2 points out of it. So
good.
So it's good. So 2 plus my other ones for 3. So I got 3 points out of that trade.
Nice. Good job.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
No.
Let's keep watching.
It's like a record number. It goes down 50 points. I would just never. I can't even look at the screen. I was in this trade. I was riding it. No, but I'm kidding. You know what I'm joking.
I do. Yeah. I know you're joking. Yep. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Could have
Man, I'm really upset that the still echoing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on some more of that. It's just frustrating because of doing the live stream. If we just went to a chat room, you wouldn't have this issue. But
right.
Trying to do a free channel, free live stream, it's YouTube has just made it difficult. With all the people, because there's a lot of difficulty about it. Because all the research we did trying to figure out how to do it, and so many people that are complaining about it and having troubles with it, you would think somebody would have created the software already to fix that.
Right, exactly.
Because whoever does, if they charge for it, they're going to make some money.
Okay. Interest purple. So I got 1. Blue. Sorry, I'm talking out loud. I'm still trying to figure out how many trades I've been in today.
Why don't you just put your trade up on the chart, man, like you used to, just your results.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like on your properties, right click on your properties there and put in your text and your marker on your trades. Likely. So if you right click, is it properties or data series here? I gotta remember. No, it's data series. So you got to go to your data series up top.
Okay.
All right. Drop down to the very bottom, the very bottom when it says plot executions.
Hold on. I'm in very bottom. Plot executions. Okay.
Yeah. Plot executions there.
And then when do I click?
It's going to show you your executions on your trades. So on your chart now.
Yeah. So which text and marker?
Yeah, text and marker. Yeah, put that on.
Yeah, I got that selected. Yeah. No, I got that. I think what's throwing me off is the 1 point, the 1 take locked in. That's what's throwing me off. I think just trying to. I'm just reading it.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my first one. 1. 2. 3. 3.
I'll show you how to do it after the chat too. After the channel. I'll show you how to run your statistics for the day.
Okay. 1, 2.
So bouncing off that VPOC here, but I think it's going to be a short trade here. I don't think they're going to be looking
Yeah.
long.
So when can we say the news is over? Like when?
I mean, it's over at this point. I mean, it's over. It's 5 minutes after. It's definitely been digested. I mean, but we're going to get some direction though, because we're right around the 10 o'clock. I'd imagine we're going to be short for the day, but I've been trading too long and know even with positive news we go short, and sometimes with major negative news we go long. So not going to play that game trying to figure it out. I'm just going to let it tell me what it's going to do. We're just still in the sideways, all the sideways action, so I'm going to leave it until price can give me some direction one way or the other.
Okay, yeah, by the way, I know what's confusing. You know my color codes, the red and pink and blue that I have?
Yeah.
So it looks like when it's long, when it goes long, my entry is blue, but when it goes short, my entry is purple.
Okay.
So that's what's throwing me off, because I'm like, what the heck? So I didn't change the settings.
Yeah, you can change the
Yeah.
settings. Yeah.
So it's just all, whatever entry is always the same color. So that's what's throwing me off. So 1, 2, 24, 5. Okay, I got 5 trades today.
Okay.
So
Good job. 5 for 5. That's good.
I don't think I lost any. Did I say I lost any?
You haven't said if you have, and you usually say if you do.
Yeah. I don't think I did. I'm sitting at 925 gross.
Yeah.
Out of 30 orders, 30 filled, buy and sells.
Yeah. So with Allen's fib that he's drawn, that I've drawn up on the chart, represent Allen's fib. He's got we got confluence actually at the 38.2 retracement, which has got kind of confluence with us at down here at 300 and a quarter, or 3,000 and a quarter, or 3,000 even, which is the zone that we have drawn actually at your 1650 zone. We drew down the short side. I mean, there's confluence there, so there might be a little bounce there, but got to be cautious to the long side just because of the news. But if the trade still presents itself there, we might look to take a little trade there, since there's confluence with fibs and our zone, our demand zone. So we'll get a pretty good bounce right here, though, so we'll have to just wait and see if price is going to reject back up into our area for a possible short entry somewhere. We'll just have to kind of watch. We're still kind of in the middle, sideways action. Excuse me, so just have to be patient and watch here. Or Alan, let me ask you, did you jump back into another trade here based on your fib again? Or are you kind of sitting being patient and waiting? Kind of quiet this morning, isn't he? So I know he made his point he made a point early on this morning at 3002.75. So he did a good job making a point this morning, but he's been kind of quiet since. So I don't know if he's taking any other trades or not. So Paul, if you've taken any of the trades, man, let us know, please. I'd like to talk about them and look at them and go through them.
Paul's the master of taking trades, bro.
He's really good at it. Yeah, he's done great.
Well, right now it's kind of quiet, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have. At least I don't have anything until it gets down pretty flat. Or it goes back to our spot. So our spot, my first trade, or not my first trade, my zone there at the going into the 8.5 area.
Mm-hmm.
So that our spot has been hit twice, right? We front run it.
Yeah.
Did we front run it? Yeah, we did. And yeah, we did a front run, and then I traded it into the 9. Did you trade out of that area?
I was sitting at a 9. I wanted to get in at 9.25, but it just bumped that price, and I wanted it to do it again, but it didn't. So, but you got in at 9 even, you said, right? Short.
Right, 9 flat. Yeah.
So it was a good trade, That's our second entry into that, our second trade out of that, I guess you should say. So I'm not going to look for that zone again, even though it'll probably still get respected a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, one thing we could, let me see here. I was going to say, shoot, no, it's kind of been killed at this point.
We've been pretty patient today, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think every trade we've taken has been. I know I took that. Like I said, I take responsibility. I know that first trade I took was a high risk trade. But I was okay with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as you know that going in, that's okay,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But you set your parameters. You're willing to take your risk, or you're willing to take your loss, and you're okay with that.
Right. And I'm already up for the week. Yesterday, I met my goal for the week, right?
Right, absolutely.
So I think that makes a big difference in my decision making, obviously, whether I can take a little higher risk trade. Again, I'm not going wild, still following the rules. It's just the probability of ready to trigger zone. It's not as high as probability on first touch. So, but everything lined up. If you look at that trade going in, nice price action, good volume. So can't beat it.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, are you watching the YouTube channel right now?
I am. Yeah.
Can you see my chart? Is it just,
I do. I see your chart
is it
right
spinning?
now.
Is it spinning or just staying still?
It's working. Like there's a price tag moving.
Okay. Well, no, that's good. Yeah, because it just shows spinning on my side here. So.
Okay, but it's a little delayed. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I hate that because I got an order sitting at 304.75 to the short.
I think I see. Yeah, I see that you have an order at 3. What price?
304. So right at VPOC, right there at VPOC. I got
say the price again, please.
304.75 to the short side. Yeah. So
Sell.
yeah, to sell that. Yeah. If price
Jump
gets
in
up to
if
that.
you no questions asked, bro.
What?
I'm jumping in.
Did you really?
Yeah, bro.
Why'd you get
Well,
in?
I mean, I didn't get picked up, but
Oh.
I jumped in with you.
Oh yeah, that's at 304.75. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know if we're gonna get it picked up at this point. Price might go ahead and leave us.
Something's funny about this
Order
candle here.
canceled.
Keep an eye on it.
Something's funny about what?
This candle, this current candle.
Oh. Okay.
Just kind of keep an eye on it there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it. I'll put an order to go back long here at 3.25.
Order pending.
The volume's staying low, and we got some areas that might break right there, but we got some supply and we got some demand, obviously at that 3,000 mark. This might be one of Mitch. Well, we'll see.
Okay, just kind of watch this price action here. There's something about it looks a little fishy here.
A little fishy.
Yeah, it's no Texas term. It means a little worse.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Little sketchy there.
Order canceled.
A little sketchy.
Little sketchy. Oh, Big K, man. You're awesome. You're funny.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Order pending. Order
I'm going
filled.
short right here, so.
4.75?
No, we in at 2.5 short.
2.5.
Yeah. Just because of that's the entry of that inside candle just got formed.
Okay. Where did you jump in at?
Got in at 2.5 even because at 10:15 we have that hidden zone there. Right?
Yeah.
Short, and I have a short bias, so we'll just kind of. It's an very aggressive entry, but I'm willing to take it because I got a short bias. I mean,
Okay.
I might need to be a little bit higher out of it, but I'm already in it, so we'll just see.
Okay. And you think it's going to go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have to have a bias because of such negative news. I have to have kind of a bias. It's just where I can get on it or not. It's the question.
Right. Yeah. I feel like you're challenging me whether I need to jump in or not.
Don't do it. Don't do it. 'Cause I don't like it now, so don't do it.
I'm not good at it.
Don't do it.
Unlike you, I have morals.
Well,
I
that's
respect
good.
I respect my trading life.
Well, that's good.
I'm messing with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to be taken out here.
Stop filled.
Yeah, I'm out. I think that's a good short entry, though. I just got to find the right spot.
Right spot. All right. Don't chase prize.
What's that?
It's hard to tell you to do anything because you're the master at this. So it's like, don't chase prize, but by the way, you
Tell
do
me,
have
man.
everything I know, so yeah.
It don't matter. Yeah, don't. I guess dude.
Order pending.
Just like anybody else, man. I mess up a lot. So are you in at 3? You got to go back in at 304.5.
3. No.
You're going long.
No, I'm running out 4.75 to go short.
475. Okay. Yep. Right.
But I'm kind of debating. I don't know what to do right now. So.
Well, then that means you don't do anything, right?
Yeah.
If you're not sure, if you're not willing to take the loss, then yeah, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Here. I think where I'm sitting at, I need to either go down some or I need to go up. I think I'm kind of at that zone right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm at 4.5, so we'll just see if it wants to push up into that VPOC and bounce, or it could go higher. There's a lot. That's the problem. There's a lot of resistance higher in here. But
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the problem. Is I think I need to be where you are, or I need to go higher.
yeah, I mean,
Kind
based
of,
off of that,
kind of made either way.
I mean, that's a big pin bar candle right there, right? I mean,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna remove my
Order
I'm gonna remove my
canceled.
order just because of that pin bar. That's a big pin bar to the long side,
Yeah.
so I think it should go deeper. I mean, it's bouncing off the VPOC right now, so I'd have been in
Just that open.
Huh?
Yeah, it's just that open. I'm looking. Sorry, thinking out loud.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Think out loud, man.
Yeah, go there. This is not letting me. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Go there. If we go here. Yeah, I think they're gonna go a little higher.
Order pending.
I'm gonna go in. I got an order in short at 6 even, 6 flat.
6 flat.
Yeah, to see if
I'm still They picked me up there, so yeah, I can't go any higher.
you're already in the trade.
Yeah, they picked me up. I was at 5 flat. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Holy.
to say that's the
I'm trailing 3.3.
that was you don't know what to do. What are you acting like you're a little girl, man? Should relax, dude. Relax.
Bro.
Just stay in it because this is a good run for you right here. This is a good run for you.
Order canceled.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. There you go.
I had to lock it in.
Yeah, you had to because we went down to our zone where we had to,
Dang
bounce.
it, and I wanted to put a trade in at that area too.
Yeah, well, why? You're already short to the downside, so just keep the trade.
Yeah, all right, I'm already out. I got out at 0.5.
3.5, good.
Yes, 300.5. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Good.
Really bad at telling you words. And I just got my point. I got another point on the upside, and I'm trailing, and they just took me out of my trail.
Dang, you definitely gunslinging. You jumping on
Dang, it's gun swinging. Dude, it's calculated moves, bro. So I entered. Okay, so sorry, this happened really fast. And, man, I'll be the worst NASA person ever. Where we at? Okay, I entered my second trade in at 99.5.
To go long? Yeah. Uh-huh.
To go long, I got my point, and unfortunately they came back and I only got a point plus tick.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
Which is good. I'm not complaining, but
Right.
you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at right now. I got a trade. I need to tell you before this happens. I'm sitting at a potential trade at 90. What's that? 98.25.
98 down here. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's our second zone there. Yeah.
Yep, my second zone. So my first, kind of we talked about. I moved it up. Well, I moved the trade that I had at 4.75. Then I went back in at 5, and that's when it picked us up or picked me up.
Yeah.
Did you get into that trade?
No, I moved it higher. I was moving it into. I think I had an order at 6 flat, and it didn't get up there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And now, kind of look, it was happening really fast, and I think I was scared that they were gonna come back into. I think you're right. I think that was the trail move I needed to
Order
stay.
filled.
Okay, I'm in this trade now, and it's not looking good. Let's see what
Let's go
happens.
push through. I got in at flat even, and I was getting ready to pull the trade actually, and it hit me before I could
Stop filled.
Yeah,
So
not looking good. Yep, lost that one.
but see, we were in the right trade because that was a good trade short, man. That's the one that was the right position. It's just pushing through our other areas, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so let's
Yeah,
see.
absolutely,
All right.
that's fun.
Now I gotta manage my money here. We're looking at I got 1,500 net. I got 1,325.
Okay.
So I'm willing to take another. I want to take a middle to high risk trade because I got some planning room, but I do want to keep over 1,000 profit. So I can risk that.
Exactly. Don't give them back more than the 300, and we stay at 1,000 in profit. Yeah.
Right. That's my goal. So good.
Good job.
And I don't think that was necessarily a high risk trade. I just think this price action, unfortunately, just went a little too strong there.
Yeah.
I think that's a good zone. The one we took the trade in.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. Now I'm kind of. All right. Let's see. Man, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. That was the trade trail let it run.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it was just. I think it just happened so fast that I was afraid they were just going to create a big rejection wave and come back.
Mm-hmm.
So. Just a little fear there talking. I should have just let it ride, like you said.
No, you're fine, man. Yeah, you're fine. You got 3 1/4 points out of it, didn't you? So that's still
yeah,
pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think I got more out of it.
Oh, did you? You might have, yeah.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you. I got out at 99.5, and I got in at 5. So what is that? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 points, bro.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's great.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I could have written this thing down.
Don't start that. No.
I know. Yeah, it just caught me off guard. That's what it was. Like it just moved so fast that I was like, "Whoa, I gotta lock this in." You're like, "What are you, a girl?" I'm like, "Hey, there's nothing wrong being a girl, by the way. Okay, they're strong and powerful.
They are. They're better traders than we are. I can tell you that.
They're better traders." So you think it was bad for me to take that trade I did, go long at 99.5?
No, well, that was our zone. I just didn't. I mean, it bounced and it gave you a point, which was good, and it just blew through our zone. But you did it. You got the bounce. I just didn't like it because the candle was so. There was so much momentum to the downside. I just didn't want to take a risk on that. But you took it, you got it, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I lost. I did lose. I went at 98.25 and I lost there.
Yeah.
Man, by the way, we lost by a tick. Maybe no.
I lost, but I got in at
1 tick. I lost by a tick.
Yeah. I got in early. I got in at 98, 98.5 on there, so I lost pretty good.
Okay.
I thought the first zone would slow it down enough to kind of make a good bounce out of there, try to get a quick point, and it didn't. It just kind of blew through it.
Yeah, it did slow down. You saw that.
It slowed down on the first one, yeah, but it didn't slow down on the second one.
That's cool, man. I got 6, 7, 8. Then lost 4. So, but if we just do it by ones, that's good.
Yeah.
2 good trades with a run and then lost 1. That's how I think that.
Yeah.
This is fun, by the way.
Yeah, you like it? You having fun?
Having a blast. Of course. Have you noticed since Mitchell has been gone, I've started getting trailing. I've been getting 4, 7, 8 points here. Dude, I texted him on the first day when I got that run, and then I decided I'm not going to text him anymore. I'm going to let him enjoy life. But I was like, yeah, 10 points today, 17, whatever. I was like, no big deal. You just left in the prime.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm going to have to, when I get married, I'm going to have to get married in July.
Fine.
It's like, what is the down season?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving week, like on Thursday, market close.
Yeah.
We're getting married there.
I'm just going to get married like the day after Christmas. That way you can, because it's dead through the first of the year anyway, so.
Yeah. You know what I haven't heard?
Uh-huh.
Is you say, hey, so I'm proud of you, buddy. Good job. I heard that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to keep telling you that every time, man. Getting a big head already, dude. I got to slow you down a little bit.
A little big head.
but no, you've done.
I'm kidding, bro.
You've done great, man. No, you've done great this week and the last week so far.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Yeah, we have good weeks and great weeks. So
yeah, there you go. I like that. Yeah, I like
they've
that.
been great weeks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you jumped contracts yesterday, and you'll jump a contract again today, won't you?
Yep, I'm at I'll be at 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, nice. Good for you.
Once you get past 3, things start moving there.
Yeah, they do. They start jumping pretty fast.
One is like so slow. One is like, all right, when are we gonna get out of this scenario?
Yeah, that's actually one thing. I was thinking about that last night. That's one thing I'm going to have to do on our spreadsheet today. I'm going to have to correct our individual spreadsheet. Like, I'm just going to have to, because on the individual side of one contract, I can't be using the, a 1 and 1.1 points or 3 1/4 points, because you only got one contract, right? You're either going to win or you're going to lose it.
Right.
So I've been putting what you've actually done on there, where I should have just put like somebody that was trading one contract. So I'm going to correct that today. I'll correct that today during the when I do that. When we do that here in just a few minutes, I'll correct it and drop everybody down to just a 1 point win or 1 point
Good
loss
idea.
until we get to the $2,000 mark, because that's realistically what we're teaching. You're ahead of that because you've been trading now for a little while. You've just done very well, but that's because you're making a lot of points. But for the person that we want to just make 1 point a day, they're still going to be up nice in the account, but we want to bring it back to reality first.
Yeah, you're right about that.
All right, so you have any potential trades short here? You see anything? Up there.
The 10-15 candle?
Yeah. I think that's going to be a good opportunity to be on the short side here.
You think it will be?
Yeah, I do. I think it will be. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not trying to just repeat what you said. I just want to try to hear you right.
Yeah, I do. I think it'll be a good opportunity.
Order pending.
All right. I'm putting a sell. I'm putting a sell at 2.5.
Yeah, that's where I got one in at 2.5.
Okay.
2.5.
I'm gonna start calling you Earl.
What's that? Got breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. Dude, I'm still eating the Aquino meal, okay? Devastating.
Staying steady with it. That's all.
I said, I'm going to start calling you
Order
Earl.
filled.
Start calling me Earl.
Yeah. Every time I jump in a trade, you're like, oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, right.
Alright, are you in this trade?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I'm in it too, and we got our point right, almost not yet. There we go. We got our point.
Yeah, mine has.
Target filled.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, mine's clicked. Yeah, so.
Good job, Earl.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go here. Yo, me too, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna say that first.
Whatever, man. That's you. I'm gonna let this one run. I'm not gonna move my. I've left my 1 point stop where it's at 3.5.
I don't think it's gonna run. It just took me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna move my stop in yet.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, so when you say you're not gonna move it, you're not gonna lock in one particular profit.
No, because I want this thing to run. Because I'm down a few points at this right now. So because it got sloppy, so I want to catch this runner. I'm gonna let it.
Sure.
I think it's gonna run to the downside, whether it's on this move or not. I don't know, but I think it's gonna run to the downside for a while.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm watching it closely. I may take another trade here to go short.
All right. Well, hey, I'll be right back.
All right, bud. Maybe.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, it's not really wanting to take off, is it?
It sure is moving. I don't know. Mine froze. Are you sitting still there? Okay, mine's moving.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Um,
No, it keeps
so
going in and out. I don't know what's going on, but it's good. It keeps going in and out.
yeah. It just kind of standing still for a second there. I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, my internet connection's great, so I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I feel like now you just had to show off how great your connection was. Oh, no, man, I mean, I'm great. Connection's amazing, better than ever. How's yours over there? I'm good. I'm on a hot spot in the middle of nowhere. But it's great. Thank you.
There you go. That's good. There you go. That's way to be positive about it.
Dude, I love messing with you, bro. You're like my little big bro that I never had.
Oh, is that it? My little
Yeah.
big brother. Okay.
So I'm in the trade.
Are you back in the trade?
Yeah, I'm going long.
Long?
Yep. I got my, just got the point and I'm trailing.
Stop
Yeah,
filled.
that's nice.
Great,
Thank you.
looking
I
good.
appreciate that.
I'm going to have to lock. I don't think this is going to go very far, so I'm going to lock this in here.
All right.
Maybe not, man. Maybe it will go far. There it is.
Order pending.
Man, if this breaks through, you know what? I'm going to let it run. I'm bringing my trade back. I locked in a tick. Maybe not. I don't know. I think this thing should break this area. If it breaks it, I think we're in it to run it.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Order
looking.
filled.
Here we go. Yeah, baby. There it is. We're in
You
it to
got
run
it?
it.
You got it running? Well, that's good. 'cause
Stop
it's
We're
coming
gonna
filled.
out. Yeah.
We're at 3 points and counting.
There you go. It's running nice then. It's coming out of that zone good.
Yep. I traded out of the, let's see, I entered at 1.75, 1.75.
So why'd you go in there? Because
right.
it bounced off of that support?
Exactly. Do you see that support out there?
Yeah.
At the 935?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what we call the soda trade.
Soto trade. Nice.
Kind of a gun. I should have locked 4 points in. Oh my god.
Oh, don't come
That's
talking
what
now, man.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's all right. I got my point, and worst case scenario, a tick. So
Yeah, I got one ticked out of this trade. I was going short again. I got back in and got one ticked out.
oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
do you think it's gonna go down? So
I
you're
think it's
thinking-
going short. Yeah, I think it's going to be short, but
So I'm going in the wrong direction. So I should have
well,
locked
you
this
just
in.
but you made good points, so I can't say you're going in the wrong direction. But
I'm betting against the whole world here.
well, that's the right thing to do. That's what you want to be opposite. It's just
Yeah, I'm about to get ticked out here. Let's see. And this might take me out here. Yeah. Let's see.
man, how can you give up all those points, man?
You know, you have a strategy, you got to stick with it. You need to read a book on decision points by Preston Bush.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah. You got to stick with it, brother. You make a decision, you go with it.
There you go.
Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's
That
hurt
doesn't
me
mean
these
you
last
lose.
couple days, but that's all right.
Did
I'm
what?
okay. So yeah, I've had a rough couple days here. I've stuck with it. I've gotten beaten
Yeah.
up a little bit,
Yeah.
but that just goes to show we're in the right areas. But that just goes to show how important entries are. You know,
Very
with the
important.
with the 1 point stop, man, you're getting one ticked out a lot. It just means your entries are off.
Yeah.
You know, you make 17 points, and then here I am losing 6 points.
Yeah.
So that's just all about entries, man.
It is. Just one tick makes a difference. And but yeah, I'm out of that trade. Just for the record.
Yeah.
So I got my point and a tick. So
Nice.
not bad. All right, man. I'm almost at breaking at 2,000, so I need to. I like to see if I can get a good trade coming up. Got to be patient now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be really patient now. I mean,
Part of the
I'm
game.
done for the day. You know, I've taken
Are you?
3
Okay.
losses or so. I'm done. So I think I've taken 4 or 5 trades today. I'll look and see later, but
I've taken a lot of trades. My commission is 218, so
yeah.
I know we got that loss. I got a loss today. So that's let's see, 6. What is that? 300. Okay, so the loss cost of 300, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's good though. Even with that, we're still real good. I guess I should have. You know what? I need to count. So if I get a loss, that cost me 6. I should have locked those in to kind of make up for that loss and risk not getting the run.
Sure.
I need to work on that strategy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, if you got a loss you're trying to recover, don't hold out for the run. Just go ahead and if
Right.
you're in 3 points and you're down 3 points, lock in 3 points. You know, so you kind of recover and get back to break even. And if you catch a runner after that, good for you. But I definitely always try to recover my losses. You know, at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just thought about that. Now I'm still obviously positive. Like I said, I'm 1950 positive, net 1731 after total commissions.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I was looking at that and now realizing, let me make up for that loss. Let me lock those points in to make up for that lost trade I got.
Right.
I guess that's the way I should have better looked at it, right?
Well, I mean, you're up.
Or, I don't know,
You're still up $1,700, so I don't know that I would worry too much about it.
Right.
If I'm sitting up $1,700, I still might try to catch a runner, you know. But if I'm if I'm right at break even, you know, to losing for the day, but because of a 3-point loss, then I don't want to be having net loss for the day. So I'm not going to try to turn that 3 points into 15 points when I just need 3 points to get to even. You know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Since
So
if I'm up like you were, then no, I'm going to catch a runner.
Got it. Okay. All right. And I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, obviously, if I was, if that was one trade, I took one trade and I lost, I'm gonna, recoup that. But even in the big picture, I was thinking about the lost trade, making up by just locking those 3 or 4 points that I could have locked in there.
Right.
And, it's like I didn't lose today, right? But like I said, if I'm up that much, I'm okay. So I was just kind of thinking out loud what would make sense. So I was kind of brainstorming. Because I've never been in this scenario, right? This situation, really, trailing. So I never trailed before. So you got to start making decisions. You got to make it before you're in a trade, right?
Yeah,
then,
absolutely.
So unless it catches you off guard like it did at that 10-25 candle, you're like, holy cow, life is changing. Which look, hey, good decision. Look at the price.
Yeah.
It's coming back in, so I'm glad I locked it in.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like now. Tell me. I know you're gonna catch. Hey, I already know what you're gonna say. That's why it already bothers me. Is this an upside down flag?
And upside, yeah, it would be a kind of a bearish potential. Not yet, but it could be.
Yeah, I already know. See, I already know you're correcting me.
I mean, if this is going to be more of a wedge potentially here if price
Okay.
continues to bounce in here.
What is a wedge? I don't know what that means.
It's just where you can price is kind of corner itself into sideways action from higher highs and lower lows. They kind of just
Okay.
make a you can draw like a wedge, like with a line, like we did yesterday.
Right.
I'll draw if this puts a pivot candle in right here, I can draw a wedge. So we'll watch
Okay.
this candle here. So if I can put a pivot candle into the long side here, then I can actually start drawing a wedge, and I'll show you that.
Okay. It potentially can create a upside down shoulder, head and shoulder scenario.
Right now.
Well, if this current candle here creates a rejects here,
Mhm.
do you see it? Do you see the first shoulder?
Yeah, I see it.
Upside down shoulder?
Yeah, I see it.
It's not created yet, but a potential, right?
Potentially, yeah, absolutely.
What would that be called? An upside down inverted head and shoulders scenario?
That's what it would be called. Inverted head and
Okay.
shoulders.
See, I knew you were gonna make fun of me.
Did I make fun of you?
Question.
I didn't know I made fun of you there, buddy.
No, buddy. Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're funny.
Yeah. So you're not gonna take that long trade there out of that hidden zone?
You talking about the 10:30 candle?
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting here.
I think that's a good call, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good zone actually, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's doing good. I was waiting. If I take another one, I have to consider going into the very bottom at 97.75.
Mhm.
I just don't know if I'm willing to take it at this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't. So that's a good call.
Yeah. When you've been trading the years I've been trading, you start thinking about the other things.
Do you? Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what that means.
Oh man, that's funny. So I'll just draw the top part of this wedge here, this immediate wedge. That'll be the top part anyway. Let's see if
When you say wedge, I think of the fries from Chick-fil-A.
the waffle fries.
The waffle fries. I don't know why I think
Why
about
you
that.
think wedge fries? Those aren't wedge fries.
Okay, see, again, I was born in a small village,
Outside of Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, so
That's right.
I don't know the American terms for wedge and fries.
Even though you've lived here your whole life. I got you.
I just got off the plane.
You just got off the plane, okay.
Just got off the plane. It was more like a boat.
I was gonna say, just get off the boat. You mean this boat called the plane?
Yeah, we just got a lot of air when we were going really fast in the water. So I felt like we were flying.
Oh, you're funny.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
My nickname was Swimmer. Just kidding. That's actually, we did have a friend from in high school, and he was from Cuba, and we called him Swimmer. He loved it. He loved it.
Yeah.
We were pretty sure he was related to Castro, but
I'm sure if he went to the school that you went to, I'm sure he wasn't a poor guy or an immigrant.
he just moved into the country.
I don't think so.
Hi guys, welcome to America. If you're tuning in, if you have any complaints, you can email BK at Titan2.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a good potential trade. I was waiting for them to go a little deeper into the sun. If they went into the sun, I would have traded there, but they didn't. So
Yeah, they respected that zone.
they did, which is good. But,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna see right here potential wedge here if we can kind of break this high of the 1050. Well, we'll
Okay.
be able to draw our wedge. I got the
All
top
right.
part of the wedge drawn. But if we break through that, not 10.
I'm gonna Google wedge. I don't know
You
what
go ahead and
wedge
Google
is.
that. You go ahead and Google that there, homie.
It's like a wedge tools. Oh, okay. It's a triangular shape. that what it
Seriously,
was?
are you joking? Are you serious? Yeah.
Dude, I'm 100%. Like, piece
Well, look
of
at
wood
the
or
chart,
metal.
dude. Look at the YouTube
Oh,
chart,
okay.
man.
All you have is one line.
Well, then I'll draw the other one for you now. All right, because I can now draw it. There's my wedge, dude.
I see what you're doing.
Do you see that?
You're using the 1025 candle to draw it.
Yeah, because I got a high right here, pivot candle to that. 1040 is a pivot candle short. And at 1050, I thought I was going to break that. It's not a pivot candle yet, but I'm going to go ahead and draw that bottom.
Okay, so now, does that mean the price needs to stay within that? Or what did you say it needs to break the high of the 1050 candle?
All that means is it's just going, well, the 1050 candle would give me a pivot, would make that a pivot candle, right? If the current candle breaks that pivot at 1050, it'll give it a good pivot candle, correct? Technically, that's where you're supposed to draw your lines are to the wicks of pivot candles to create a wedge, but this is good enough. You know, it's good enough rejection there. We got a double top there, so I'll leave it there. But the whole point of a wedge is this price is kind of getting tighter and tighter. Right. It's kind of building up energy to break out one way or the other. Okay, that's how you look at it when you call wedge patterns. They kind of price just keeps going sideways, but it's getting tighter and tighter based on being able to close it down based on the wicks, you know. Right. And then it's going to bust out one way or the other. You know, that's all it's doing. So I'll just draw the wedge on this candle here.
Nice, yeah, man. Okay. That's cool. I like it.
Do you like that?
Yeah. See, it's little things like that. That's what you have an advantage over me.
I do have 20 years on you.
You do have 20 years of training. I just got out of the boat here. I'm just trying to figure out how to turn the computer on. I was like, what is this mouse thing? What are you guys calling a mouse?
Yeah, really.
That's good. That's great. Okay, so, yep, I got mine drawn. Good.
Yeah.
Are you in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I'm on 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, how come you're... There's something wrong here. My bottom... My line... Oh, maybe I'm going to... Okay, no. Okay. Okay, gotcha. You're just doing it, learning. Good.
That's good. Yeah, it's important to learn.
Okay, so we expect, now we don't know which way it's going to go.
No, we don't have a clue.
So what's the point of the wedge?
Just a visual, just to see it corner price. It's just a visualization of sideways action. So when it breaks out of that sideways action, I look for, if it breaks out of the sideways action, I'll look at that point for a zone to go short or long for it to bounce back out of. So for me, if it breaks short, then that 1030 candle becomes a zone for the short side. You know, if it ends up breaking long here, then I have to look at the 1045 or the 1040 candle for potential to the long side and just try to find my spot in there. Right?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to tell you this. Going back to the 60-minute candles, I created also. So I showed you earlier today. I showed you my support supply, which you got a point out of. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I know you couldn't do it on your own.
No, I had no clue. So thank you.
And so I have support. Demand zone. A big, going back to the blue, not blue, the 60-minute chart around 11 o'clock. And so it goes from,
11 o'clock?
Well, hold on. No, this is from like...
Yeah, this is from yesterday, 11 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah.
I see it.
From the 23rd.
I see it, yeah.
Okay. And so I have the price, it goes from 92.75 all the way to 29, 85.25.
Yeah.
Then within that zone, I have another zone that unfortunately is kind of wide also, but it's from 90.5 to 86 flat. Okay, and that kind of just runs in. So now we just have to find where in that area we can trade at. Let me see if I can do that real quick with my 5-minute candles.
Yeah, that's kind of a big zone there. So you say,
It is. Oh man, you gotta try. Look at this. Look at this right here. So, okay. You gotta get, I think, a good zone right here at what time is that? 11:15.
mm-hmm.
So this is what I do for you, man. This is.
I appreciate you doing this stuff.
Yeah. I know you. I know you.
Right here.
I know you can do this on your own.
No, I don't have a clue. I'm glad.
You have
Thank
no
you
idea
very
what
much,
to
man.
do.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why they flew me in. So. From the Congo. So yeah, that's a trade zone right there. I mean, there's a lot of good spots here, to be honest, but that's probably where I would go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, there's just so much support there at the very top too, very bottom. So, do you see a better spot, or something I'm not looking at you think's better?
No, I like it. Yeah, I like that zone actually, so I wouldn't mess with it.
Okay. So, now I don't know if it's going to get down there in our time frame, but that'll be cool to check out tomorrow when we come back, to see, confirm, our zone and, that we were right, we're expected. So that's always exciting.
Yeah.
That's as good as just, winning a trade for me.
Is it just as good?
Yes, it's good, except, the money part.
All right.
Alright, it's almost 10 o'clock here.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think this is definitely a wedge pattern.
Yeah, we got. I don't know that I'm gonna. I think I'm done. I don't think there's any more trades for me today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start updating this. Let me go ahead and start updating this spreadsheet here.
All right.
So here's our spreadsheet. Let me go ahead and make some corrections here so people can understand. We're going to take 1 point only on these trades just because even though Soto and them have more contracts, we're only going to show these at 1 point. Okay, so that you can still be realistic because the person that's just trading one contract is not up to, they can't take that runner, right? They're just making a point, 1 point. But even at that, okay, let's put in our trade for the day. You got the 1 point for the day early on. That was good. So let's go ahead and put that in there. One contract, 1 point, 0 lost. All right, so even at that, we're still up $440, right? At one point, one contract. So that's great. That's still great at 44%. So again, if you're watching from yesterday to today, what I went ahead and did was take out the extra points that were made and just did 1 point because if you're a one contract trader, you're only going to take 1 point stop or 1 point profit, and so we're going to keep that until we get to 2,000, then we can add that multiple contracts. But for right now, good job. It's a 1 point win. So good job, Soto.
Thank you.
That account's up to $440. All right. So $1,440. You made $440 profit as of today. So good job.
Good.
So now we can go to this account, though. We can go to the team where we do have multiple contracts. So
right.
Let's check that out. Hold on.
Do you, since I traded 6 contracts, should we put 6 contracts, or should we just put 1 and just give you like $5?
I'm just gonna do 1 and just do the. I'm just gonna do 1 here and just do the multiple points.
Okay.
All right. Just because if we did that, people aren't gonna believe it. So.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna divide. So I made 7.5 points.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I lost what? Is that right?
Well, I don't know how many did you can have to look and see. I mean, because you're trading 6 contracts, right?
Right. So what I did is I took 1950 for my profit. My gross profit is 1950.
Mm-hmm.
I divide that by 50, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That gives me the number 39. So
Right.
I made 39 points.
You made 39 points, yeah, total. Which
So
is fine.
that's what. Okay. So what I do there?
Well, nothing. I'm gonna leave it at 39 points.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's one contract. If you even though you trade multiple contracts, we're gonna show it as one, but you made 39 points. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So you made 39 points. I got a good 1 point out of the whole day. So I'm gonna have a big point there. So 40.
Thank you.
Hey man, doing my part, man. Doing my part. And then how many losses do you have?
Okay, so I have 4 losses. 4 points. I mean, no. Sorry. 6 points. 6 points.
One loss of 6 points. I mean, one loss, 1 point loss, but 6 contracts. So 6 points. Okay, and then I lost 6. So I only trading 2 contracts, 2, 4, 6. So we lost 12 points.
Okay.
All right, so still netted out 28 points.
Okay.
So that's good. That's good. Net profit 11.29. That's nice.
Yeah.
$270 in, yeah, that's good. So up to 42, and that team, and I mean Soto.
Hey, we're one team, man. We're seriously one team.
So did well today. Today knocking it out of the park. So nice job, Soto.
Thank you, buddy.
But as an individual, remember, one contract, you're up to $1,440. So very nice job there. You're up 44% of your account in a little bit over a month. So that's great. Okay, trading 1 contract for 1 point stop, 1 point profit. All right, so good job there. So get out of that. Looks like our wedge has been broken.
Yeah, wedge is broken.
But I would need it to kind of come down pretty good, and then I could use. I mean, I'd like to see the wedge bottom broke though.
Okay. So breaking at 96.75.
Yeah, you want to see that broke.
Okay.
First. Before you'd even consider, okay, we got downward direction, we'll look for a retrace to trade to the short side.
Gotcha. Okay, to use the 11 o'clock candle for a short trade?
You could, yeah, sure, maybe.
Okay, or are you thinking, I'm sorry.
I would use that when it breaks the low, yeah.
Okay.
But you're also going to fight, possibly that inside.
You could go up to the doji at 1040?
I don't think it'd go that back. I don't think it'd go back into the wedge that high. But I don't know. It just depends on the follow through of this candle short here.
Okay, because we do have a little hidden zone at 1055.
Yep, we do. Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of congestion, so yeah, just a lot of stuff in there. But based on my previous zones plus the 11 o'clock, I think you can argue a good trade even at 99 and a quarter.
Absolutely, you can. That's exactly right. Good job.
Okay. Yeah.
So now we broke to the downside. So
yeah,
depending on how hard this goes down, if it continues to go down for a while, you could actually look at making argue a trade around the
97.75.
Yeah, exactly, right there.
Yeah, man, I'm jumping in front of you, bro.
That's good. That means you're learning. You're thinking ahead. That's good.
Yeah, that's why I was doing that on purpose. I was trying to show you that I'm learning.
You're
And
learning.
if I'm wrong, I was expecting you to be like, "Oh, that's okay," but the better one is. And that's good. That's what I want. I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, because it's the time to learn.
Oh yeah, no, I'd correct you.
But I guess the way my brain works is I do it, and then I need to tell you. I'm like, no, I need to tell you first so you know what I'm thinking. Right?
Sure.
All right. So we got a good close. We broke the previous swing low there.
Right.
Or the wedge low. Sorry, I don't know. I think they're going to come into our zone here. They may take up a little bit before they go south. Let's see here. Depending on how they do here, I'm still going to. Are you going to move it down to 98.5 or 97.75? Do you think they're going to go up there?
Yeah, I think they're going to go up there because I think they got to get strength to go down low to break through those bottoms here. I think they're going to have to get some strength to do that. So, yeah, I think they're still going to go back up, retrace back up in there, and then go short again.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm kind of watching here.
Yeah, watch it. I'm not going to be here to take the trade, but watch it. Cause I'm
I may stay a little extra today.
Yeah, I think you need to stay on and watch it.
Just because they're coming to my son we just talked about earlier.
Right.
So I may trade out of the 90.25. You know, volume. What time is it? 10. Yeah, they're gonna have to have some use some power to break through that. Just there. So let's see what happens here. If it takes a long, maybe I gotta do some stuff too. But if not, I may just stay a little longer trying to get that. So, anyways. But yeah, so I'll let you finish out the channel here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the channel, and then, you definitely keep trading and let us know what happens.
All right.
All right, man. Good job today, dude. You killed it.
Thanks,
12 points
Thank
today.
you.
Good job, man. And then everybody, Alan, Paul, thanks for jumping on, guys. Sure do appreciate your time here and your input. So sure do appreciate that. So, guys, we'll see y'all again in the morning. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11. And BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 Day Point a Day Challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next time.